तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की। Devotees, let us put our hands together, close our eyes and bow our heads. In deepest reverence, we allow ourselves to enter into that position, that state of dhyan, meditation. We concentrate on that breath, sitting upright. Meditating upon the incoming breath slowly, holding, exhaling slowly. Inhaling and feeling renewed energy, renewed vigor, that divinity enveloping our bodies. Exhaling all negativities, all stress, trials, tribulations. Recite Mahamantra Omkar. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। प्रेम से बोले श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Devotees, we draw attention to the Bedi area. I assume everyone would have your booklets in front of you. So for those of you who are new, the booklets it will be changed soon, but they're available in that basket at the back. And this is how we learn to do our Havan and so on, by following. So we begin by the washing of the hands. Om Shri Hasta Prakshalanam Prati Grihyatam. Sipping of water 3 times. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Wash hands. Om Shri Hasta Prakshalanam Pratigrihyataam. Sprinkling of water. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gato Piva Yah Smarit Pundarikaksham Sabhahyabhyantara Shuchihi. Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Meditating upon the divine form of Gajanan Swami. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahi Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Dantihi Prachodayat. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Prem se bole Shri Gajanan Swami ki Jai. To the divine Khalsa. Om Kalashasya Mukhe Vishnu Kante Rudra Samashrita Mule Tatra Stitho Brahma Madhye Matro Gana Smritaha. Prem se bole Shri Panchakalash Devata ki Jai. Meditating upon the divine form of Bhagwan Shiv Shankara. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudraha Prachodayat. Om Namah Shivaya. Offering of water. Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaraha. Offering of Chandan. Om Shri Khandam Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam Sumanoharam Vilepannam Sureshreshtha Chandanam Pratigrihitam. Offering of essence. Om Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nitya Pushpam Karishinim Ishwarim Sarva Bhutanam Tamihopa Vaishriyam. Om Shri Gandham Samarpayami. The lighting of the diya. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantramurte Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Offering of flowers. Om Malyadini Sugandhini Maladyadini Ve Prabho Mayanithani Pushpani Grihana Parameshwaraha. Om Shri Pushpam Samarpayami. The offering of Dhupam, incense. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadyo Gandhautamaha Agreha Sarva Devanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam Shri Dhupam Samarpayami. The offering of Naivedyam, divine prasad. Om Brahmapanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaivati Gandavyam Brahmakarma Samadina Aryom Tatsat. Om Gridpakvam Havishyanam Payascham Chashakara Nana Videncha Naivedyam Grihana Parameshwara. Prem se bole Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Devotees, I hand you over to members of the group who would lead us in a few bhajans and kirtans.
Gam Ganapati Namo Namah Shri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bapa Moria. Gam Ganapati Namo Namah Shri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bapa Moria.
Gam Ganapati Namo Namah गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतिये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतिये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया। ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया। ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया। ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बापा मोरिया। गणपति बापा मोरिया। गणपति बापा मोरिया।
राजा नतन शेखरा राजा।
नटराजा नटराजा नटर शेखरा नाथा।
नटराजा नटराजा नतन शेखरा राजा।
नटराजा नटराजा नटर शेखरा नाथा।
शिवराजा शिवराजा नतन शेखरा राजा।
शिवराजा शिवराजा नटर शेखरा नाथा।
नमः पार्वती पति हर हर।
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 हर 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 महादेवा।
ॐ हर 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 महादेवा।
ॐ हर 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 महादेवा।
ॐ हर 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 महादेवा।
नटराजा नटराजा नतन शेखरा राजा। शिवराजा शिवराजा नतन शेखरा राजा। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर।
नमः पार्वती पति हर हर
हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर
नमः पार्वती पति हर हर
हर हर हर हर महादेवा
ओम हर 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 महादेवा
ओम हर 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 महादेवा
ओम हर 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 महादेवा
नटराजा नटराजा नतन शेखरा राजा शिवराजा शिवराजा नतन शेखरा राजा नटराजा नटराजा नतन शेखरा राजा नमः पार्वती पते हर हर
नमः पार्वती पति हर हर
हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर नमः पार्वती पते हर 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 महादेवा ओम हर 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 महादेवा नटराजा नटराजा नतन शेखरा राजा शिवराजा शिवराजा नतन शेखरा राजा नटराजा नटराजा नतन शेखरा राजा
शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
तू स्वर्ग की देवी संगीत तुझसे अरशाब तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर्ग की देवी संगीत तुझसे अरशाब तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे हमें अकेले हमें अधूरे तेरे शरण हम हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान तेरे जैसे लाखों आए लाखों इस माटी ने काए तेरे जैसे लाखों आए लाखों इस माटी ने काए रहा ना नाम निशान रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान झूठी माया झूठी काया वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया झूठी माया झूठी काया वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया जप ले हरि का नाम वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान माया का अंधकार निराला बाहर उजला भीतर काला माया का अंधकार निराला बाहर उजला भीतर काला इसको तू पहचान रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान तेरे पास है हीरे मोती मेरे मन मंदिर में ज्योति तेरे पास है हीरे मोती मेरे मन मंदिर में ज्योति कौन हुआ धनवान रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान
हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, सुन लो मेरी पुकार, सुन लो मेरी पुकार। पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार। हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, सुन लो मेरी पुकार, सुन लो मेरी पुकार। पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता। दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता, दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता। सिया राम के काज सवारे, सिया राम के काज सवारे। मेरा पर उद्धार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार। अपरंपार है शक्ति तुम्हारी, अपरंपार है शक्ति तुम्हारी। तुम पर वीर अवध बिहारी, तुम पर वीर अवध बिहारी। भक्ति भाव से ध्याओ तो है, भक्ति भाव से ध्याओ तो है। कर दुखों से पार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार। जप निरंतर नाम तिहारा, जप निरंतर नाम तिहारा। अब नहीं छोड़ो तेरा द्वारा, अब नहीं छोड़ो तेरा द्वारा। राम भक्त मोहे शरण मिली जय, राम भक्त विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार।
प्रेम से बोले श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Devotees, let us put our hands together, close our eyes and bow our heads. Before recitation of these holy verses, we pay homage to the divine form of Bhagwan Shri Ganesh, Devi Mata Saraswati, our revered Guruji, Bhagwan Shankara, the original orator of the Ramcharitmanas, and our dearly beloved Prabhu Shri Ramchandraji. Let us pray. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। ॐ वर्णानां मर्तसंहानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारो वन्दे वाणी विनायको। प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। रामायण सुमिरन। जेहि सुमिरत सिद्धि होय गणनायक करिवर बदना करहु अनुग्रह सोय बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सदना मूक होय वाचा
गुण सरना बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सरना।
प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. So let me say Shubh Swagatam, welcome to each and everyone this morning. I know there are a few new members or new visitors for Sunday morning satsang this morning. Devotees, we are about to enter that very auspicious time of Navratri or Chaitra Navratri, the month of Chaitra, where we will worship the divine form of Devi Mata. And as I mentioned, how many Navratris? I know you all know the answer for this one now. How many Navratris we have for the year? 4. Good, very good. So there are 4 Navratris, of which 2 we concentrate on. One being the Chaitra Navratri, and anyone can tell me what's the other one called? Sharad or Sharad Navratri. Very good. So the first one, we worship divine form of Mother, and on that 9th day, the Naumi Tithi, there is a very special occasion where we pay homage to the divine form of Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra Ji. And this year is very special in that this year when we celebrate the birth of Sri Ram, we actually have a murti that represents him in his birthplace in Ayodhya. So it is very, very special for us worldwide. The Ramcharitmanas itself was written just about 500 years ago, there or thereabouts, by Goswami Tulsidas Ji. But the story of Sri Ram goes back hundreds and maybe even thousands of years before that. And the fight or the dedication that many individuals put into having a murti there present, I don't think that many of us would appreciate how many lives were lost in that fight as well. Now, there are many things that would have transpired or would have occurred for Sri Ramchandra Ji to take birth. Nothing happens on its own accord. Everything that happens in life, what you see, what you experience, what you observe, everything that happens in life, it is due to karmic influences. Something that would have occurred and transpired in the past that would have affected us in the future, or affected us now and will affect us in the future. So there are incidents that are related in the Sri Ramcharitmanas that tells us of various things that would have happened for Sri Ram to take birth. For Sri Ram to take birth, one individual had to precede him, had to come before him. Anyone can tell me that name of that? A great king had to come before Sri Ram in order for him to take birth. A great king, a leader of men. Dasharath, yes, his father, obviously, right? That's one. But for him to take advent, Ravan had to be born. For anything to happen in this world, if you see something as existing in a bubble, if you see Ravan as only this evil king or this evil entity, and you don't appreciate the fact that if there was no Ravan, there will be no Ram. There will be no, the purpose of Ram's advent would be inconsequential. So our katha comes from Balkand, the early stages of the Sri Ramcharitmanas. There's this king. This king's name is Pratapa Bhanu. Pratapa Bhanu. Bhanu means sun. All right. So he is that one who has this glow, this effulgence. And he goes out hunting, and there he sees this wild boar. And he notices it, and he runs after it. And then the boar disappears, magically. So he comes and he sees this ashram. And he enters this ashram, and he sees this person looking like a sadhu, walking like a sadhu, talking like a sadhu, and he observes this person, and he enters this ashram, and he gives his pranams, his prostrations, and so on. And what he did not realize was that this sadhu was none other than a king that he had vanquished earlier on. And this king recognized him. He says, this king now in this sadhu's guise. Remember, people change their outward appearance, right? So they may grow beard, they may have different color hair and different color eyes. Now people do that, and different color eyes. See somebody have, one day it was you see somebody with brown eyes, next day you see them with blue eyes, next day you see them one blue, one brown, and you want to know what's going on, right? So people have this capacity to change their outward appearance. So because maybe he lived in that environment, he looked like a sadhu and so on, but he was in fact a king, and he recognized this person. He recognized Pratapabhanu as that one who would have vanquished him and caused him to be in this situation, the one who had conquered him. And he says, you know what? Every day for thief, one day for what? Police. So he enters this ashram, and this sadhu, or this fake sadhu, starts to tell this king something. And what he says, we join in the name of Sri Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Everyone, bolo.
Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
नाम तुम्हारा प्रताप दिनेशा, सत्य केतु तव पिता नरेशा, गुर प्रसाद सब जाय राजा, कहिय न अपना जानि काजा। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। प्रेम से बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। Now, these lessons that are given from in the Ramcharitmanas, they occur every day in our life. It's not that it's irrelevant to us. It's not that it's just a story. So listen carefully. So Pratapabhanu enters, and the fake sadhu, he starts to speak. He says, don't tell me a name. Nama tumhara Pratapa Dinesha. He says, your name is Pratapabhanu. Satyaketu tava pita Naresha. He says, your father's name was Satyaketu. And immediately, Pratapabhanu becomes, how he know this? How he know all of this about me? Devotees, this happens in today's society too. You go by some spiritual healer, some alternative Baba, some individual, and they tell you, don't tell me. You see, you have a son, and I've seen something, you are divorced. Devotees, chances are, they probably just check your Facebook account, and because you post up everything on Facebook, it's right there. So this is one of the ways, people say that, people come and they say, this person knows so much about me, devotees. Astrology and advice, this is big business now, This is massive business. So this person is a fake sadhu, a fake person. He's really a king, and he recognized this person as having offended him. And he says, don't tell me who you are, this, so and so. And then he starts to tell him wonderful words. He starts to sweet talk him. And there are individuals like that as well. Their words will be like honey, but their heart like stone. So he starts to give them nice words. He starts to, when Trinidad, we have a word for that. What do we call it? M, right? Start to mamagayam. Start to give him a good dose of mamagism. And give him a double dose too. So Pratapabhanu becomes interested now in what this sadhu has to say, because he's already caught him, he's already hooked him, and he now wants to listen. But this sadhu, quote unquote, has revenge on his mind. So he says, you know what? I will do for him today. He says, tell me anything. Ask me anything, and I will grant it to you. So this Pratapabhanu says, you know what? As a king, I want to be strong. I want to be that person who cannot be destroyed by anybody. So the sadhu listens to him and says, you know what? I will grant you that. But I want to tell you something. He says, Kahat tapasa nripa aishi asei hoi ho karana eka kathina sunaso kalo tau padanahini sisha eka biprakulla chare mahisha. He says there is one problem. I will grant you that you will not be destroyed. But there is one issue. In that the words of the Brahmins, the Bipras, that's the only exception. If they curse you, then you will have to, whatever the curse that they give, that will have to come to pass. Because their words, they live such a righteous life. They live, this is true Brahmins we're speaking about. Brahmins who live that life of dedication and service to the Lord and to people. So he says, those individuals who are noble, who have this wonderful intention, if they curse you, I cannot do anything about that. That is the only thing. Otherwise, you can have full reign. So, he says, and then he says something else too. He says, I warn you something. Tate mai tohu barajau raja, O Raja. Kahe katha tava paranma akaja. He says, but you mustn't tell anybody what I tell you. And devotees, that statement, I'm sure that they have many people who say, hey, hear this now, I have something to tell you, but don't tell nobody. Yeah? Same thing happens in today's society. He says, but if you tell anyone, negative things will happen. So you cannot tell anyone what I'm about to tell you. So he says, at some point in time, you will feed thousands of Brahmins. Treat them well, because they are the only one whose curse will affect you. So I will grant you all of that. You will get back all your kingdom and everything. But at some point, I will come, and when I come, you have to extend all your courtesies to me, and I will manage everything for you. Have a feast, and when that feast comes, I will organize everything. I'm the chief organizer. I will ensure that things go well. You know, the event planner. I will take over everything. So, Pratapabhanu says, well, that's a good, nothing is wrong with that. So this fake sadhu now, he enlists the help of his friend, Kalaketu. This is a demon. And this demon had in fact been that original boar, that HOG, who was leading Pratapabhanu. And he enlisted his assistance, and he said, you know what? I want you to ensure that something happens. I want you to help me destroy this king, because remember, he has destruction on his mind. He doesn't want anything good to happen. And what happened? Listen. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
खल फाचल भयरु सभारा तापस नृप मिले मंत्र बिछारा जहिरे पुछय सोई रचनी उपाऊ भावी बसन जानक चुराऊ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय
राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। प्रेम से बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। तेहि खल पाचल भैरव सभारा. This Kala Ketu, Kal means what? Time. Ketu means obviously that demon. So this Kala Ketu, this demon who is the friend of this fake sadhu, decides that he's going to put things in motion. Now one would ask, Tulsidas ji interjects here, why does this saint, why does this sadhu, why does he have this revenge in his mind? Why does he feel the need that he has to get back? You know, there are individuals like that. There are individuals, we ourselves might be one. There are many of us who react immediately to something that upsets us. But there are those who will gladly let it stew within themselves. They will let it simmer and let it simmer. And then, when the time is right, they will strike like a snake. There are persons like that as well. So Tulsidas ji says, Tehi khala pachala bhairo sabhara, recalling the old enmity, the original thing that had caused this sadhu, this fake saint, this sage, to have enmity, to be an enemy of this king. It is now recalled. And sometimes we do that in our lives too. We take things and we hold on to it and we mine it and it grows and it eats away at our insides, when we could just let it go and be free. Freedom comes from letting go. In Sanatan Dharma, bondage is said to be that which attaches us to this world. Freedom comes from letting go. Letting go all of the things of the world. The things of the world bind us to the world. When we let go of them, then we can truly say we are free. So, he says that he conspired with this king. Now, two of them, the king told, the sadhu, fake sadhu, told the king to, go take a rest. You want to take a rest now? Go sleep. So while the king is sleeping, this Kala Ketu, this demon, and the sadhu, they start to conspire now. How are they going to get back at this individual? And Tulsidas ji says this in this Doha. He makes a very important statement. रिपुत जसे अकेल अपे लघु करि गने न ताहु रामा लघु करि गने न ताहु रिपुत जसे अकेल अपे लघु करि गनिय न ताहु रामा लगे करि गनिय न ताहु अजहु देत दुकर बिसशे शिर अवसीत राहु सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। प्रेम से बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। रिपु तजसी अकेला अपि लघु करि गनिय न ताहु. He says a spirited foe, an enemy, someone who always has that in mind, even though left alone, should not be taken lightly. Even though you leave them alone, someone who has that in their mind to conspire. You can't leave them alone totally. You might leave them alone physically. You might leave them alone mentally. But what happens is that you must always be aware. Always be aware. So, and he says this is the demon Rahu. And he gives an example. He says, Rahu, who has nothing left in him but his head, is able to torment both the sun and the moon even to this day. Now, tomorrow we'll be having an eclipse sometime Monday morning, Monday evening. Not in Trinidad, obviously, but some parts of the world that they will be experiencing a total solar eclipse. You know that, right? So many people have asked what to do and what not to do in an eclipse. Devotees, if the eclipse doesn't bother the country, there is nothing that you have to do or not do. It's only if the eclipse is there and it is present and it is visible, then there are some rules that our forefathers would have given. Like, don't look at it. Pregnant people shouldn't be outside. Those little things. Now, devotees, if you all want to take chance, that's all your business. But sometimes, without being superstitious, sometimes it's good to err on the side of being cautious rather than superstitious. There's a little difference. So, he says this demon Rahu, and those who know the story of the Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean of milk, the Kshir Sagar, there was this demon called Sahasrabahu. And this demon Sahasrabahu, when the Amrit of immortality emerged, he decided he's going to snatch it and run. He snatched it and run and started to gulp it down. And then they invoked the presence of Lord Vishnu, who took his Sudarshan Chakra and cut that demon head off. So that Sahasrabahu became, when he cut that head off, because he had already started to ingest the Amrit, he became Rahu and Ketu. Ketu does not have a head, and Rahu does not have a body. So this is why it is said that Rahu swallows the sun, but doesn't have a body to contain it. So what happens if you don't have a body, what happens? The sun emerges on the other side. So our forefathers, in their reasoning to explain things like eclipses, came up with that Rahu, the headless, the bodiless one, he swallows the sun or the moon, depending on if it's a solar or lunar eclipse. And because they don't have a body, you see that it looks like that as well, swallowing the sun, and then it emerges on the other side because it doesn't have a body. So he says, just as this demon Rahu, till this day, that same Rahu who they took lightly, they weren't careful of, because that demon was hiding in the deotas and grabbed that Amrit. You weren't aware of him. Now he's still terrorizing today. So they decided that they're going to come up with a plan, and they told this Brahman, they told this king, have a feast. And this king, he decided that he went back to his, I'm just cutting short a little bit of the incidents that happened. He went back to his kingdom, and he decided to have a feast. And he invited all the Brahmins, because he was told that don't let the Brahmins curse you. And when he invited all the Brahmins, 100,000 Brahmins, he says, you come, and you eat like a bandhara, a huge bandhara. But there, that demon, Kala Ketu, he came disguised as the Pandit, disguised as the guru of the kingdom, of the king of Pratapabhanu. And he came and he says, you know what? I will control the kitchen. So, in some, even when we have Bandara now, there's one person who is in charge of chonking the pot. They mightn't turn anything, but they're in charge of chonking the pot. You cut up everything, you prepare, you peel garlic, you whatever, but they will come when that time is. So we have that too. That's our culture too. We have the one main person who they will chonky the pot. They will put this. They know what to do. No, you don't put salt. I will put the salt. Because they have the hand for it now. And those videos that you see where people using their hand to put salt, tell me you don't do it home now. Tell me you use a spoon and measure how much salt you put in food. Anybody do that? No.
we take up between hand, and when we hear our ancestors saying, that is enough, beta, then we put that. When we hear them say that is enough, or beta, put a little more. That's how much we put. He invited everybody, and this demon, this Kalakit, who came in the guise of this pandit, this priest, and he said that, you know what, I will be in charge of the kitchen. And you know what he did? He had killed Brahmins before, and he took their flesh and mixed it with that food. And that is what he was going to feed the Brahmins. And this is what he fed those Brahmins who came. And they partook of that meal. Now, many people ask now, and they have interjected in that little incident and asked, so then Brahmins used to eat meat at that time then? People have asked. We don't know, devotees. I don't know how it was prepared. I have no idea. But what I do know was that they were forbidden from doing that. They were forbidden from eating flesh at that point in time. But he put the flesh of the Brahmins in that food and fed it to them. And then came this voice from the heavens that said, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya
Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Bhayo rasoi bhau sura maso bhusara maso sabadvija udhe mani veshaso bhupa vikalamati moha bhulani bhavi bhasana avamukha bani. Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. भयो रसोई भूसर मासु सब दुज उठे mani vishwasu. So that voice from the heavens, that Akash Vani, says, stop what you are doing. Stop. Do not eat that food. This food contains the flesh of Brahmins. Sabad dvija uthe mani vishwasu. They got up, the Brahmins got up. And bhupa bikala mati moha bhulani bhava bhasa na ava mukha bhani. The king became very bewildered, confused. He has offended the Brahmins, something he was told not to do. So the Brahmins got up and they pronounced a curse on him, and they said, because you have done this terrible deed, because you have invited us for this feast, for this bandhara, and you have offended us and you've treated us in the vilest of ways, you and your entire family will be destroyed. And he said, your entire family will lead to ruin. In the course of a year, you shall perish, and not a soul shall be left in your family to even offer tarapan, water for you. Hearing this shrap, the king, he was stricken with grief and fear. But then this voice from the heavens, and this is the divine Lord himself speaking. He says, Biprahu shrapa bichari na dinha. He addresses the Brahmins and he says, you have been very hasty. You've been very hasty in pronouncing this curse. It is not Pratapa Bhanu's fault directly. This is what transpired. And he related to them what had happened. So, the Brahmins then said, even though you are not at fault, O king, we have already pronounced that curse. And it is said that some things in life we cannot take back. One is a sped arrow. One is the waves, the ocean. And one is the spoken word. The spoken word we cannot take back. Once it leaves our lips, it comes one intertwined with the ether. Once you said something, you cannot take it back. You can't box it up. You can't stop it from its destination. It's already placed in the ether. It's in there, in the akash. It's already placed there. So they say whatever we have said, it must happen. No amount of effort can ward that off. But what we can do is allow you to be reborn as a demon. And when you are reborn as a demon, the Lord himself will come to relieve you of that distress. And Pratapabhanu had no other choice but to accept this. And that same Pratapabhanu was reborn as Ravan in his next life. Ravan was born, and then his two brothers, one was born as Kumbhakaran, and one was born as, who's Ravan's other brother? The good one now? Vibhishan. So that brother of the king that, he was a little more aware and so on, he was reborn as Vibhishan. But that king was reborn as Ravan. Ravan's advent was to comply with the curse that had transpired upon this king. And this is why sometimes in life, when we see something happen and we don't quite understand it because it is so grievous, it is so destructive, we don't understand it at that moment. But it has to happen for something else to happen. Sometimes in life there is the death of someone and we don't understand. We can't come to terms with it. But there is a reason, and we just don't comprehend it at that time. But later on in life we realize. Sometimes even in relationships, sometimes you have girlfriend, boyfriend, 1 minute is I love you more than the sun and the stars and the sky, and so 1 minute is that, and the next minute they are apart, and then that's the most distraught an individual can be. They walk around with their heads down and so on. Then you realize that this had to happen for something to be revealed in your life. So sometimes the Ravan in our life, born with 10 heads, doesn't only represent the negativities. Sometimes it represents something that comes in our life, an incident that transpires. Sometimes it represents a person that is so destructive in our life that it compels me to do something about it, that it improves my outlay on life. It improves my vision. It gives clarity to a situation. So sometimes the negative things in our life, devotees, pay attention to it. It might actually propel us to be greater individuals. So this Ravan was born, and there is this version of the Ramayana. He actually had a conversation with Sri Ram. The Ramcharitmanas doesn't give you that, but Valmiki Ramayana and other accounts of the Ramayana gives you that. There was this conversation between Ravan and Sri Ram, and Ravan said, "I am blessed to die at your behest." So, devotees, Ravan chose that. In other versions, it is said that Ravan was one of the Jaya and Vijaya, the guardians of the Vaikuntha Lok, and they chose to be reborn as demons because they would return to Vaikuntha as quickly as possible. So, my little message this morning is that whenever we see little negativities, whenever we see challenges, whenever we feel depressed or distraught, that may be God propelling us to do something greater in life. That may be Bhagwan putting in our life that setting in motion that which needs to be done for us to be a better person. Prem se bole Shri Siyavar Ramachandra ki Jai. So devotees, we now have Lingam Puja. Okay, so let us join in Lingashtakam as we make these offerings to the divine Shivlingam. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityurmokshayamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Brahma Murari Surachithalingam Nirmal Bhashita Shobhitalingam
Janma Jadoga Vinashanalingam Arpanamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Deva Muni Paravachithalingam
Karunakaralingam Ravanadarpa Vinashanalingam
Tarpanamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Sarva Sugandha Sulebhithalingam Bodhi Vivardhana
Karanalingam Sedhasura Suravanditalingam Tarpanamami Sadashivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Kanaka Mahamani Bhushitalingam Panipati Vesita Shobhitalingam Takshasuyajna Vinashanalingam Tarpanamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Kumkuma Chandana Lephitalingam Pankajahara Shishobhitalingam Sanchita Papa Vinashanalingam Tarpanamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Devaganachita Sevitalingam Bhavara Bhakti Vitalingam Dinkara Koti Prabhakaralingam Tarpanamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Ashtadalo Parivestithalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Ashtadaridra Vinashanalingam Tarpanamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Suraguru सुरवरभूजितलिङ्गं सुरवरपुष्पसदाचितलिङ्गं
परापरं परमात्मलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय।
प्रेम से बोले महापति महादेव की जय। ओम साजं च वरते संयुक्तं वाहिनीना योजितं मया दीपं गृहाण देवेश त्रैलोक्यं तिमिरापहं. Devotees, we now join in our Havan for this morning and we'll be led by some of the younger members of our congregation.
As we light the horn, Om Shri Agne Namaha. Offer water. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayadatam Grihana Parameshwaraha. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha.
So join
Om
in.
Shri Agne Namaha Swaha. Om Mata Pita Charna Kamalabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Shri Ashtalakshmi Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Durgaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahakali Matabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Kalabhairo Bababhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Radha Krishnaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Suryani Naugahadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Stanadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gramadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ishadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Kuladevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Vasudevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Yugadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Bhu Swaha. Om Bhuvaha Swaha. Om Swaha Swaha. Om Maha Swaha. Om Janaha Swaha. Om Tapaha Swaha. Om Satyam Swaha. Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshayamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवी ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा.
Devotees, let us please stand for Puranahuti.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam
पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णमभ्यो नमः स्वाहा.
Wash hands.
ॐ सर्वपापहरं दिव्यं काङ्गेयं निर्मलं जलम् आचमन्यं मया दत्तं गृहाणा परमेश्वरः.
Fan the smoke in all directions.
ॐ वनस्पतिरसोद्भूतो गन्धार्यो गन्धोत्तमः आग्र्य सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
Devotees, reach forward. Take the blessings of the Havan, pass it over your body 3 times. Devotees, let us all join in Arati, remain standing. Om Sajam Chavrate Samyuktam Vahina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihana Devesha Trailokyam Dimirapaham Yani Kani Chapapani Janmanta Kritani Chatani Tani Vishanti Pradakshana Pare Pare. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की. कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति की. गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि ज्ञान विशारद सुख सन्निकादि शेष शारद धरणी पवन सुत कीर्ति मीके. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति. Everyone. आरती श्री रामायण जी की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति की. संतत गावत शंभु भवानी अर्गत संभव मुनि वेद्यानि. व्यास आदि कवि पूंग बखानी काकभूषण करुण की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियति की. चारु वेद पुराण अष्टदश चाउ शास्त्र सब ग्रंथ न थोरस
तन मन धन संतन को सर्वस सार हस सनमत सबही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलिक ललित सियति की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलिक ललित सियति की कलिमल हरनि विषय रस पीके शुभग श्रृंगार मोती युवती की हरनि रोग भव मूरी अमी की तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियति आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियति की
आरती श्री रामायण कीरति कलित ललित सियति कीरति कलित ललित सियति कीरति कलित ललित सियति।
प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की Devotees, let us put our hands together, close our eyes and bow our heads. In deep reverence, we've made this journey here today, this morning. We pour ourselves, our hearts, our minds, our intellects out to Bhagwan and ask that as you have made your way to Ayodhya, please make your way into my heart. Fill my heart with love, compassion. Rid us from egoism, lust and greed. As I humbly submit to you. Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudvaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalaya Tano Hari Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadaswami Kayena Vacha Manasendriyaiva Buddhyatmana va Prakrate Swabhavat Karomi Adhya Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayate Samarpayami Narayanayate Samarpayami Asatoma Satkamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Tvameva Matha Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhoscha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Loudly and loudly we say Jaika. Bole Shri Siddhi Vinayak Swami ki, Umapati Mahadev ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Siyavar Ramachandra ki, Pavanaputra Hanuman ki, Adi Shakti Jagadamba Mata ki, Bola Bhai Sabasantan ki, Prem se bole Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Prem se bole Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Prem se bole Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. Devotees, place both hands in the air, prostrate our entire beings before the divine. Om Namah Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadev. Shubhamastu. Kalyanamastu. Bhagwan's blessings to each and everyone. Turn to the person next to you, at the back of you, in front of you. Tell them Sitaram. Asan Lijia, do have your seat.
Sit down, everyone. We would like to thank everyone for coming out to this morning's satsang, and we hope to see you next Sunday. Before you leave, please do collect your arati, chandan, essence, prasad, and do have a safe journey home. Sit down.
शंभो शंकर देवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
भोले बाबा महादेवा
भोले बाबा महादेवा
साई बाबा महादेवा
साई बाबा महादेवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
पाहि प्रभु शरणं 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 देवा
भोले बाबा महादेवा
भोले बाबा महादेवा
साई बाबा महादेवा
साई बाबा महादेवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
भोले बाबा महादेवा
भोले
साई बाबा महादेवा
बाबा महादेवा साई बाबा महादेवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
शंभो शंकर देवा
पाहि प्रभु शरणं देवा
पाहि प्रभु शरणं देवा
पाहि प्रभु शरणं देवा
पाहि प्रभु शरणं देवा
हर हर गंगे महादेवा
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 ओम हर हर गंगे महादेवा
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 ओम हर हर गंगे महादेवा
हर हर गंगे महादेवा
ओम हर हर गंगे महादेवा
भोले बाबा महादेवा साई बाबा महादेवा अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे जगदम्बे अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे जगदम्बे
अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे जगदम्बे
गाना प्रिय बाबा प्रिय गाना प्रिय बाबा प्रिय गाना प्रिय बाबा प्रिय अम्बा भवानी गाना प्रिय बाबा प्रिय
अम्बा भवानी
अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे
अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे
जगदम्बे
जगदम्बे
महालक्ष्मी अम्बे गौरी महालक्ष्मी अम्बे महिषासुरमर्दिनी भवानी महालक्ष्मी अम्बे महिषासुरमर्दिनी भवानी महालक्ष्मी अम्बे जय अम्बे श्री अम्बे अम्बा भवानी
जय अम्बे श्री अम्बे अम्बा भवानी अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे जगदम्बे अम्बे जगदम्बे काली अम्बे जगदम्बे
शेरा वाली अम्बे मैया दुर्गा वाली अम्बे मैया शेरा वाली अम्बे मैया दुर्गा वाली अम्बे मैया शेरा वाली अम्बे मैया दुर्गा वाली अम्बे मैया
शेरा वाली अम्बे मैया दुर्गा वाली अम्बे मैया वाली अम्बे मैया दुर्गा वाली अम्बे मैया शेरा वाली अम्बे मैया दुर्गा वाली अम्बे मैया
गाना प्रिय बाबा प्रिय अम्बा भवानी तुम विनती सुनो सबकी कल्याण करो जग का सदा हरि कार करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा उद्धार करो दुर्गा तुम विनती सुनो सबकी कल्याण करो जग का सदा हरि कार करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा उद्धार करो दुर्गा
जिनका नाम है। इस श्री भगवान को, इस श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका नाम है। इस श्री भगवान को, इस श्री
भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है।
यशोदा